The internet just caught fire again. Blueface might be behind bars, but his drama is still out here doing laps. From the sound of it, the man's running more chaos from jail than some rappers do on tour. And now, the latest headline has fans choking on popcorn. Blueface reportedly wants a brand new DNA test for baby Junior. Yep, you heard that right. He's questioning the paternity of the same baby that's been splashed across every blog. Meme and Zeus network argument for months. And who broke the news? None other than the self-proclaimed First Lady of Mess herself, Karlissa Saffold, Blueface's mom. The woman who could turn a prayer meeting into a press conference. She hopped online with that trademark confidence, basically telling the world, "My son's not convinced." It's giving Maury energy. It's giving Family Feud on pay-per-view. It's giving Jerry Springer the Jailhouse edition. Meanwhile, Christian Rock is somewhere probably trying not to explode on live while fans are divided like it's election season. Half the internet screaming he's wrong, and the other half's saying, you can't trust anyone in the Blueface cinematic universe. This isn't just a headline. It's a hurricane of denial, DNA, and delusion. We've got Karlissa stirring the pot, Blueface calling the shots from a cell, and a baby caught in the middle of hip-hop's most toxic family. Reunion. Grab your popcorn and turn your volume up because this scandal's about to prove that even prison walls can't contain Bluefaces. Brand of chaos, it all started on a quiet Monday morning, the kind of morning when social ethers are extored. Media feels like it might behave for once. Then, out of nowhere, Karlissa Saffold logged in. And if you know Karlissa, you know that's never a good sign for anyone with the last name Porter. Within minutes, she dropped a bombshell on her Instagram Live that sent shockwaves through the entire Blueface Grizian circus. Her exact words, "My son wants a fresh DNA test when he gets out." Boom. The internet froze. Then it combusted. Twitter exploded like a microwave full of fireworks. Fans didn't even take a second to breathe before jumping straight into debates. Wait, didn't we already do this? Didn't the last test say Junior was his? Why are we doing season 2 of Maury? It was chaos on every platform, with Karlissa sitting comfortably in the eye of the storm, sipping on her favorite beverage, attention, within hours. Blogs were running headlines faster than Blueface used to run from responsibility. Blueface doubts baby again? Karlissa drops DNA bombshell. Christian reacts. Badly. Screenshots of her live were everywhere. The woman wasn't holding back. She claimed Blueface had questions that still need answers, even though the world watched the first test confirm he was the father months ago. But apparently, when it comes to this family, the truth expires faster than milk in the sun. People flooded Karlissa's comments, calling her everything from messy to the real Zeus network. One fan wrote, "Karlissa don't need a talk show, she needs an entire news channel." Another said, "She's doing more press than Blueface's music." And they weren't lying. This woman has single-handedly kept her son trending through every controversy, feud, and meltdown. If chaos were a currency, Karlissa would have been richer than Jay-Z by now. But here's where it gets wilder. Sources close to the situation claimed, Blueface made the demand directly from behind bars. He allegedly told his team he wants a new DNA test once he's released. You'd think prison might humble a man. But Blueface is apparently running the same toxic empire from a cell, dictating DNA results like he's signing record deals. It's no secret that Blueface and Christian's relationship has been a roller coaster designed by demons. They've fought, reconciled, broken up, gone viral, gotten tattoos, thrown punches, and somehow created a baby in between all that chaos. When Junior was born, fans thought maybe this would bring peace. Instead, it brought plot twists. The first DNA test confirmed Blueface was indeed the father. He even posted about it, claiming he already knew. Fast forward to now, and apparently he doesn't know anymore. Karlissa's confirmation was the spark, but the gasoline. That came from the fans. Every corner of the internet lit up. TikTok detectives started pulling clips from old lives, comparing photos of Junior to Blueface as a baby. and analyzing nose shapes like they were solving a federal case. One viral video had 2 million views in a day, with the caption, "The math ain't mathing, Blueface might be right." Meanwhile, Christian Rock, who has never been known for silence, started trending without even saying a word. Her fans flooded her comments with messages like, "Girl, don't let him play you again, and you need your own DNA test for peace of mind." But if there's one thing Christian knows, it's how to turn drama into dominance. She's been through everything: broken teeth, broken hearts, and now another broken DNA storyline. And each time, she rises like a headline in high heels. Still, this new accusation hit differently. The idea that Blueface is once again questioning his own child had the internet split right down the middle. Half the people said, he's just being cautious. The other half said, he's just being Blueface. One user tweeted, "He'll take a DNA test for the baby, but won't take accountability for his choices." Another wrote, "At this point, Christian needs a DNA test for her sanity." Tisa, of course, loved every second. She went live again because of course she did, doubling down on her claim. She said, "Y'all can call me messy, but I speak facts. My son wants to know the truth." Fans noticed she used the word truth like it was her brand slogan. And honestly, it is. The truth is Carlos's favorite weapon. She swings it like a bat, whether it hits sense or not. But the timing raised eyebrows. Blueface is still in jail, dealing with multiple legal situations. Why now? Why stir this pot when the man can't even scroll through his own mentions? Some fans believe Carlos is doing it for attention again. Others think she's genuinely speaking on her son's behalf. Either way, she's the unofficial press secretary for Blueface Incorporated. Blogs started splicing together clips from past interviews, trying to connect dots between Blueface's trust issues and Carlos's constant interference. One viral thread titled "Carlisa, the hidden hand behind the drama," broke down how every Blueface scandal somehow has her fingerprints on it. From his fights with Christian to his issues with his other baby mothers, Carlos's name always comes up. She's the chaos constant in every equation still. Blueface's call for another DNA test revealed something deeper: control. Even from behind bars, he wants to run the narrative. He's the kind of man who can't stand being uncertain, especially about something as symbolic as fatherhood. Fans joke that Blueface treats DNA tests like mixtape drops. He can't stop releasing new ones. But behind the humor was a darker undertone. This wasn't just about doubt. It was about dominance. And it's not like this is the first time Blueface has turned his personal life into a public sideshow. Remember when he kicked Christian out of the house on Instagram Live? Or when he filmed their arguments for content? This man has never met a private moment he didn't try to monetize. So when people heard he wanted a new DNA test, no one was surprised, just exhausted. As the drama snowballed, everyone started choosing sides. Team Blueface fans argued that he deserves clarity, especially after everything Christian's done. Team Christian supporters said it's pure humiliation that Blueface keeps using his platform to discredit her. Meanwhile, Carlisa was in the middle, loving the attention, doubling down on her claims, and sprinkling petty-like seasoning. She posted another story saying, "Y'all can be mad all you want. I'm not protecting no lies." Then she added a photo of Blueface with the caption, "My son deserves truth, not drama." The irony was so thick you could slice it. The woman saying no drama while creating drama could have earned a Nobel Prize in contradiction by the end of the week. The situation had spiraled out of control. The blogs were recycling every old fight, every old interview, every messy quote. Even old footage of Blueface yelling at Christian resurfaced, this time framed as proof of mistrust. It became an endless content loop, pain repackaged as profit. And just when people thought it couldn't get more toxic, new screenshots surfaced. Supposed text messages between Blueface and an anonymous associate were leaked, where he allegedly said, "When I get out, I'm testing that baby myself." Fans went insane. Whether the texts were real or not didn't matter. They fit the storyline perfectly. So here we are again, Blueface doubting his child. Carlisa narrating the drama, and Christian trending by default. It's the same story on repeat, just louder, messier, and more public. But the question remains, is this about truth or just another round of control and clout? Because in the Blueface universe, the line between reality and reality TV has completely vanished. And the craziest part, this story was just getting started by midweek. The internet wasn't just talking about Blueface, it was dissecting him like a frog in a high school science lab. Every blog, every meme page, every messy podcast had his name on the thumbnail. The man might be locked up, but his drama was on tour. From jail, Blueface had somehow turned himself into a trending topic, proving once again that his real talent isn't rapping, it's remaining relevant through ruin. Christian finally broke her silence, and in true Christian fashion, she didn't post a statement, she went live. The clip started calm, then turned nuclear in seconds. "I'm done explaining myself," she yelled, eyes glassy, voice cracking with fury. That's his baby, and he know that. The internet went wild. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds. "Stand up, Rock," one user wrote. Another replied, "Girl, get that second test and end this circus." Then, just when the drama felt complete, Carlisa jumped back in because of course she did. She reposted clips of Christian's live with captions like, "A guilty heart always screams the loudest." That single line broke the algorithm. Thousands of reposts later, the feud had evolved from family drama to full-blown generational warfare. The Harrisons had the Kardashians gagging. Blueface allegedly called Carlisa from jail, furious about her stirring the pot. But anyone who knows his mama knows she doesn't take orders, not even collect calls. Minutes later, she doubled down again, saying, "My son ain't crazy. He just wants the truth." The irony. She was saying that while fueling every ounce of chaos possible. If drama were an Olympic sport, Carlisa would have brought home the gold. Meanwhile, fans started pulling receipts like digital detectives on caffeine. Old screenshots, old tweets, even deleted photos resurfaced. One viral post claimed the first DNA test was done too soon after Junior's birth, which made Blueface's request seem logical. Another theory claimed Carlisa masterminded the entire narrative to keep the spotlight while her son sits behind bars. "She's addicted to attention like it's Wi-Fi," one fan commented. It's hard to argue. Celebrities couldn't resist chiming in. Tamar Braxton tweeted, "Y'all need therapy, not tests." Saucy Santana posted, "That baby looked like Blueface from the eyebrows down." Even 50 Cent joined the fun with a meme captioned, "Somebody call Maury. I got a new episode idea," when 50 jumps in. You know, the scandal has reached premium-grade pettiness. Carlisa, enjoying her viral reign, started doing interviews. In one, she claimed she'd seen things that made her question everything. The interviewer asked what that meant, and she smirked. "Let's just say the timeline don't add up." That was all it took. The internet turned into a CSI episode. People were cross-referencing birth announcements, hospital footage, and old vlogs like they were solving a crime. Christian supporters weren't having it. They launched a hashtag Leave Rock Alone movement, calling Carlisa a clout-chasing grandma. The hashtag trended for a day straight. One fan even made shirts that said, "Respect the baby, not the drama." But Carlisa didn't flinch. She went live again, waving her phone like evidence in court. "You can't cancel truth," she shouted. It was pure theater. Inside Jail reports said Blueface was losing patience. Sources claimed he told friends, "I'll believe what the paper says, not the people." Translation: when he's free, he's doing the test, no matter what anyone says. Some fans called it accountability. Others called it obsession. He's playing detective in a jumpsuit. One tweet read, "Like this is Law and Order, cell block unit." The meme factory never slept. One post showed Blueface with binoculars behind bars captioned, "Looking for DNA proof from the cell." Another read, "Carlisa, when the group chat goes silent with her face photoshopped onto a detective." Even mainstream outlets joined in. Complex wrote an article calling it a family feud with no off button. And through all the noise, Christian kept doubling down. She posted baby pictures of Junior, captioned, "God, don't make mistakes." It was emotional, defiant, and instantly viral. The comments split in half again. Love on one side, skepticism on the other. Then, out of nowhere, she dropped a screenshot of the original DNA test showing Blueface as the father. The internet gasped, then laughed, then went right back to arguing. Logic doesn't survive long online. Carlisa responded within an hour. Paper can lie. Spirit don't. At that point, fans officially crowned her the internet's chaos queen. She speaks like a preacher, but lives like a plot twist. One comment read, "Even people tired of the drama admitted they couldn't look away." It was reality television without a production crew. Reporters reached out to Blueface's camp for a statement. One spokesperson allegedly said he just wants peace. The internet didn't believe it for a second. "Blueface and peace don't even follow each other," a fan commented. Memes about peaceful Blueface became the latest punchline. The scandal started spreading beyond hip-hop circles. Talk shows discussed it, psychology podcasts analyzed it, and Twitter Spaces hosted DNA discourse debates. Some users framed it as a commentary on modern fame, how reality stars blur the line between love, business, and performance. Others just watched for the laughs. But underneath the humor was something darker. The baby, the actual human at the center, was being turned into a storyline. Fans started realizing that this wasn't just messy. It was cruel. "This child gonna Google himself one day?" One viral tweet said. "And the first thing he'll see is his parents arguing over his DNA." It hit hard. For once, the internet paused, but only for a few minutes. Then Carlisa went live again, and the circus reopened. The next plot twist came when Blueface's ex, Jaden Alexis, entered the chat. She posted a cryptic message, "Some people never learn." Everyone assumed it was about Christian, and within an hour she was trending too. It was like the entire Blueface universe had decided to collide at once. One scandal had resurrected every old feud, every ex, every ounce of chaos the man ever created. Meanwhile, Blueface's streaming numbers quietly climbed. His songs were charting again. His name was everywhere. And even critics admitted controversy sells better than music. One blog wrote, "Blueface is proof you can go platinum off pain." Whether intentional or not, the man's brand had just been revived from a jail cell. By the weekend, the saga felt unstoppable. Christian hinted she might take legal action for harassment. Carlisa mocked the idea online, saying, "How are you going to sue the truth?" Fans called her fearless. Others called her delusional. Either way, the views kept coming. Every post, every quote, every emoji turned into engagement, and that's the twisted beauty of the Blueface story. Every breakdown becomes a breakthrough. His chaos is currency. His pain is promotion. His family doesn't just live through scandals. They monetize them. And this DNA debacle was shaping up to be the biggest one yet. Still, somewhere in the middle of the madness, a strange truth lingered. No one actually knew what the second test would say. And until that result drops, the world will keep spinning on speculation, memes, and Carlos's next live stream, because in the Blueface universe, reality isn't just stranger than fiction, it is fiction. Filmed live and posted for clout. By the time the second week hit, this scandal had gone from a viral moment to a cultural event. The DNA drama wasn't just trending, it had become a full-blown internet obsession. Blueface's name was plastered across every timeline, every podcast, every group chat. The man was sitting in jail, but somehow running the entire entertainment cycle like a CEO of chaos. The craziest part, fans didn't even want resolution anymore. They wanted escalation. Every time Carlisa went live, thousands tuned in like it was Sunday service. She'd sit there sipping wine, tossing out half-truths and Bible verses, calling out fake fans while hinting at bigger secrets yet to come. One comment said it best. "Carlisa don't spill tea, she pours gasoline." Meanwhile, Christiane tried to play it cool, but the internet never lets her rest. One moment she's posting inspirational quotes. The next she's crying on live about being tired of defending the obvious. You could feel the exhaustion in her voice. "They just want me to snap," she said, eyes swollen but defiant. "But I'm not giving them that show no more." 10 minutes later, she was trending again because that was the show. Blueface, still behind bars, was apparently furious. According to insiders, he called his team screaming that everybody's using my name for clout. But let's be honest, if clout had a face, it'd be his. He built a career off keeping people glued to chaos, and now the machine was running without him. That's the kind of irony even Shakespeare couldn't write. By the third weekend, the scandal had gone international. British tabloids were calling it America's most chaotic family feud. Even Spanish gossip shows were dubbing the saga in dramatic voiceovers. One headline read, "Blueface duda de su bébé des la prisión." Translation, Blueface doubts his baby. From behind bars, the mess had officially gone global. Then came the next twist, a leaked audio clip, allegedly, of Blueface on the phone from jail. You could hear his voice clearly saying, "When I get out, we doing that test. I ain't trusting nothing no more." Fans lost it. Within minutes, the clip had racked up over 3 million views. Some said it was real, others claimed it was a generated. Either way, it reignited the flames. Carlisa, of course, reposted it immediately. "See, I told y'all," she wrote. "My son, not crazy. He just knows the truth hurts." That one post caused an internet earthquake. Everyone had something to say. Some fans defended Blueface, saying he had the right to confirm. Others dragged him, saying he was publicly humiliating the mother of his child for sport. The debate was hotter than a Versus battle. Even celebrities who'd stayed quiet couldn't resist anymore. Nick Cannon threw shade in an interview, saying, "Y'all questioning babies? I got 12 and still ain't asked nobody for a test." Cardi B liked a tweet saying Blueface needs to focus on bail, not babies. The memes flooded in again. Someone posted, "Blueface trying to solve DNA mysteries like Scooby-Doo." Another said, "Carlisa's Wi-Fi signal stronger than family loyalty." The internet was ruthless. Amid all this, a quiet but powerful shift happened. Fans started to sympathize with Christiane. For once, she wasn't the aggressor, she was the target. The woman who used to be mocked for her outbursts was now being praised for her composure. "She's growing," fans wrote. "She's finally realizing her worth." But growth doesn't trend as fast as gossip. And the narrative kept spinning without mercy. Then, unexpectedly, Blueface's lawyer released a statement to TMZ. It said, "Mr. Porter's request for a second DNA test is a personal matter. He simply seeks peace of mind." That phrase, "peace of mind," set off another avalanche. Commenters mocked it instantly. "You're in jail," one wrote. "Peace of mind left when they took your phone." Another said, "He wants peace, but sends chaos, express delivery." The internet didn't even give the lawyer a break. Carlisa, on the other hand, was thriving in the spotlight. She announced she was working on a tell-all book. The title, Mother of Truth, The Real Story Behind the Lies. Within hours, pre-orders were open. Even her critics admitted she's a marketing genius in madness form. She'd managed to turn her son's scandal into her own business model as the weeks dragged on. The fatigue set in. People started asking, what's next? The DNA results still weren't out, and without new evidence, the circus needed fresh drama. Right on cue, Carlisa dropped another cryptic message. The truth always finds its way to daylight. That was all it took. Blogs started speculating that the test had already been redone and that she knew the result. Then came the explosion. Late one night, a post appeared claiming to leak the alleged second DNA result. It said Blueface was the father. Fans lost their minds. The internet cracked in half. After all this chaos, he wasted everyone's time. Christiane deserves an apology. Carlisa needs to deactivate. The screenshots spread like wildfire. Within an hour, it became the #1 trending topic across the country. Carlisa went live within minutes, saying, "That's fake news. Don't believe everything you see online." But the damage was done. Whether the result was real or not didn't matter, the world believed it. And in that moment, Blueface went from villain to viral punchline. He's in jail for questioning what he already knew. One tweet read, "This whole thing was a season of love and lies. Jail edition." For Christian, though, it was vindication. She posted a single photo of Junior smiling, captioned, "I don't need to prove what God already confirmed." That post broke records. Millions of likes, thousands of comments, and one universal message: she won the internet. The same people who mocked her were now calling her resilient, unbothered, and queen of redemption. It was the kind of turnaround that only social media could script. Blueface's reputation, however, took a beating that even his bars couldn't fix. Fans called him out for dragging his own blood into a PR nightmare. Memes flooded timelines again, labeling him the man who questioned his own clone. Even his most loyal supporters were forced to admit this time. He might have gone too far, but knowing Blueface, silence won't last long. If he's proven right, he gloats. If he's proven wrong, he spins it into content. Either way, the man knows how to make noise. And Carlisa, she'll still be there, standing proudly in the flames, live streaming her next prophecy to an audience that can't look away in the end. This wasn't a story about a test, it was a story about control. Blueface's need to dominate the narrative. Carlisa's addiction to attention. Christian's fight to reclaim dignity. 3 lives, 1 baby, and a world watching like it's pay-per-view. The DNA might have ended the question, but the chaos. That's a generational curse at this point. Because, let's face it, the Blueface saga never ends. It just reloads with a new title, a new twist, and a new reason to trend, and somewhere out there, Carlisa's probably live right now, reminding everyone that, in her world, the truth isn't revealed. It's monetized. So after all that drama, DNA debates, and generational chaos, what did we really witness? A man in jail running headlines like a network executive. A mother turning family business into breaking news. And a baby who already has more internet history than some rappers have hits. Blueface didn't just question a DNA test, he questioned logic, peace, and every ounce of sanity left in this saga. Carlisa turned gossip into gospel. Christian turned pain into power. And the rest of us? We turned up the volume and grabbed popcorn like it was the season finale of Love and Hip Hop. Paternity Edition. This wasn't a story, it was a social media sermon on pride, ego, and the price of attention. But don't act brand new. You know, this ain't over. The next twist is probably loading as we speak. Another live, another leak, another Carlisa quote that sounds like scripture from the Book of Petty. Because in the Blueface universe, there's no the end, just to be continued. Now it's your turn. Drop your wildest theory in the comments. Was Blueface protecting his peace or just chasing clout? Is Carlisa the truth teller or the chaos conductor? And will Christian ever finally get her peace or just her next viral moment? Smash that like button like it owes you child support. Hit subscribe before Carlisa drops another bombshell. And turn on those notifications so you never miss the next meltdown. This is Expose Express, where the truth gets loud, the tea gets hotter, and the receipts never stop printing. Stay tuned. The next explosion's already brewing. Explosions already brewing.